going on, guys? So we are back with another video, part 2 of lifting up this bad boy with the body lift, which is right here. Where is it? Right there. So I hope the last video got some information out of it. I was watching it back and I was like, wow, I'm not good at explaining things. So hopefully I can do a little bit better explaining on the front part of the body lift on this. But yeah, that thing is, I mean, let me show you the gap. It's stupid, you guys. Look at this. You can see everything up in there, so I'm gonna have to move that bumper up somehow. I don't know how, but I'm gonna do it. But yeah, we're definitely gonna have more tire clearance on the front, which is why I wanted to do this in the first place, because my tires always rub when I reverse and hit any kind of bump. I hope y'all can hear me because of this wind, but my dad's gonna be helping me today do the front part of the body lift. Not sure how we're gonna go about doing this part. Obviously, I think we're gonna do the kind of the same, take off the 3 bolt and nuts on passenger side, then the driver's side. Okay, so the first step was to locate the 6 bed bolts. Cap bolts that are holding it down, and there's one right in there. And then, so you have to pull the carpet back a little bit, and then obviously the other one is going to be on the same spot on the driver's side. And the other one is really weird because there's this black cap. I forgot to show you. There's this black cap right here over that one. So it's like, okay, let me take this one off, and it's in there. But I'm pretty sure it's not in there, and I'm thinking it's this one right under this. I don't know if y'all can see it, but you can kind of see the little washer or whatever. But yeah, that one's right there. That one's gonna be kind of hard to get to, but it'll be fine. So obviously, oh, and then that's 2. So the third one is like right here. So obviously the other 3 are on the other side. So I am going to get to removing these 3 bolts on this side, and then we're gonna loosen the 3 on that side, lift this side up, put the blocks in, screw everything down, do the same on that side. Now we're gonna have to move the fan, shroud, and all that kind of stuff, so that's gonna be fun. But other than that, I think this should be pretty simple, just like the bed was, as long as we don't have a few hiccups here and there. But let's get to it.
One eternity later.
Okay guys, first things first. It's been about 5 days later since I last filmed, and the truck is done. Body lift is on, front and back. I want to apologize because I wanted to make this video while I was doing the body lift, but it was just too much at the time. I was mad, everyone was mad. Matter of fact, there's a broken center block over there from people being mad. Another thing, sorry if y'all can hear the wind. It's been bad the last few days here. But here's the truck right now, and don't worry, I'm going to explain everything in this video on how to do it. I just won't be doing it, but I'm going to give you all a very good explanation, front to back, on how to do it. So here it is, guys. It looks freaking awesome. The gap in between the tires and the fenders is perfect in my opinion, and look how tall it is. I'm a short guy. I'm about 5'4", 5'5" on a good day, 5'6" on a really good day with shoes on. But look, this is me. Can barely put my chin on there. But y'all are not here to hear me jibber jab. Y'all are here to know how to do the body lift on this kind of truck. So we'll start at the front. Since I already made the video on the bed, I don't need to do that. I'm just going to talk about the cab. If you want to see how to lift the bed, go to the video before this. So I'm going to be talking about, before I start, I relocated, I'm pretty sure y'all could tell, but I relocated the front and back bumper. As y'all can tell, there'll be if y'all watched the last video, the gap in between this was much more massive. And it's back to normal. I'll show y'all real quick what we did. If y'all want to know how to relocate your bumper. So we measured on the bumper and the frame. I think we moved it up like 3 inches or something. So we measured it in between here, half of it, and on the frame, half of it, made marks. Figured instead of putting another bolt through this, I'm just gonna weld it right here. Basically what I'm trying to say is you can lift this up to a pretty good height without cutting the frame, putting any extra brackets or anything like that. But there's how that looks. One more good look at it before I start explaining here. It's moved up to basically stock placement, I guess, and the front bumper as well. I wish I could move the front bumper up a little more. The reason it's not is because in the direction it said you had to cut the frame, which is what I'm not going to do. Let me show you how we did this. Once again, for the front bumper, it said you had to cut the frame, which is what I was not going to do, although we did end up cutting a little bit. What we did here, I don't know if y'all can tell, this is the, under the truck right now, this is the inside of the bumper. We knocked the crap out of it, cut it a little bit, knocked the crap out of it. That gave us about this much more height to move up the bumper. And plus, we just used one of the holes for one of the brackets, for one of the bolts, and then the other part of the bumper was just connected up here on this one. It's kind of confusing. If y'all want to see a more in-depth video on how to do it, comment down below. Then moving on, I know I didn't say I was gonna say anything about the bed, but I don't think I mentioned this in the last part of it. We ended up adding the last block right here. There was not originally a hole right here on this one or that one on the other side. So what we had to do, we drilled a hole through the bed. As you can see, all the shavings are still there, and added that new bolt. There was actually stock already hole in the frame right here, and there was a hole through this thing. Basically, it was just drill a hole through the bed, put it straight through, put Loctite on it, and tighten it up. Now we are in the cab, and like I said earlier in the video, no, that's not underwear, it's a mask. Yes, the bolts were in all the exact same spots that I showed. There was one under there, therefore it's in the same spot here. And then what we did have to do, I'm gonna get in here. I had to personally, along with probably all y'all, had to take out the back seat. All my seats are folded down right now because I keep stuff back here for work. But I had to take this out. I could leave this one, but you take this out, it's pretty simple. There's 2 bolts right there on that thing holding it down. I can't really get a good focus in here. Sorry, it's not very good lighting. Same on that side. You pull the carpet a little bit back, and yes, those bolts were the ones that I said earlier in the video. They were the ones that were right there where I showed you it was just a washer. And on my truck, at least, you only had to drill it out with the we did it with the impact from the top, and the bottom, I guess, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's rusted on there or what, but from the bottom, we didn't even really have to hold it with anything. We just impacted out from the top here, along with the ones under here. I'm pretty sure, let me look under there for y'all one time. Yeah, so this is the original bushing. It actually wasn't that bad, so we just left it on there. But yeah, so this nut is connected to the original bushing, so we didn't actually have to hold this to get the bolt in. I just impacted it straight down on both sides. Pretty straightforward, guys. So there's the cab. Basically, you find the spots and drill the bolts in. Now for the front 2, it was a little bit more difficult. As y'all can tell, the bolt is going up through this way, so we impacted it here and had like freaking 20 extensions came down. Let me open this for y'all. Y'all want to see my custom hood latch? Grab the zip tie, push down while you pull, boom, she's open. Okay, so the bolt is like, I don't know if y'all can see it. Oh yeah, there it is right there. So I held it down like 20 extensions here with the ratchet, just put it spinning the opposite way, obviously, rather than the impact down there. Same on this side. The battery side was a little more difficult. Oh yeah, I recommend before you do it, unhook the battery, and I think that's about all we unhooked. But yeah, so that takes care of those 2. Pretty dang straightforward. I mean, there you go. You can see it right there. Now onto the part I bet a lot of y'all have questions about, which is the steering linkage. Did I have to use it? Yes, I did. I'm going to show y'all how you do it. It's actually super easy. Don't be discouraged by it at all. And I think it's actually a pretty good idea. So the steering linkage is this black piece right here. So you want to disconnect this, I forget what you call these, U-bolts or whatever. I don't even know what they're called. But all you do is unscrew this one and you stick it in here and you put in the steering linkage, tighten this back down, which connects the steering linkage to it. And then you put the steering linkage bar deal in there, tighten it down, and you're all good. And if anything, this steers better than what it did before. Now the other part that you probably have questions about, moving the shroud. It's pretty easy. I'm actually about to make a video here in a few days. I'm switching to electric fan conversion for the front radiator, shroud, all that. So that's going to be a video. Stay tuned for that if you're wanting to do that for your truck. But I'm going to show y'all how we did this in the meantime. So once again, this was actually pretty straightforward. Hop on my tire over here. I know a lot of people are probably like, dang, that's so bad because the radiator isn't covered or whatever. It's just for a few days, guys. I'm getting an electric kit, fan conversion, whatever, in a few days. But my shroud was in 1 piece. Some of them come in 2 piece. I don't know how good y'all can see down there, but about right there, we cut the shroud on both sides 3 inches up, which obviously then made the shroud open right there. So if it was the original one, it would have a bottom piece. So it doesn't, it's just free flowing through there, which is, in my opinion, kind of bad. Plus the radiator showing, but it's pretty simple. yeah, you want to cut that 3 inches so the fan doesn't hit it anywhere. And then these drop brackets that it comes with, if you get the one I get, it's by Performance Accessories. Type in your truck and it'll come up. Yeah, put a washer in between there, the original bolts, that bracket that came with it, and a washer and a bolt. And you put it on there. Pretty dang simple. I mean, easier to say than do it, but pretty simple if you got somebody helping you. I definitely recommend 2 people for doing this, if not 2, 3. Now, did I have to extend anything other than the steering linkage? No, I did not. I did not have to extend anything else. As I know of right now, I've had it like this for about 2 days of driving places, I guess. Haven't noticed a problem. If anything, this thing rides better than it ever has before. I mean, I used to have a loose bolt on the bed. I mean, this thing is stiff, guys. It's not going anywhere. It's really good kit. I definitely recommend it so far. Okay, so me and my dad are out here talking. You've never done a body lift, right?
Nope.
He's never done a body lift. So me and him have never done it. We both got it done. So therefore, saying anyone can do it. If you want to do it, you can do it. And I just want to show y'all something. The reason why I got this in the first place is because the tires were rubbing the crap out of my fenders once I got the 2-inch spacers and the little wheel wells here. And I was like, man, I don't like that. So I was like, maybe a 3-inch body lift will help. And I've been driving around, backing up, turning hard and everything. Haven't scraped it once. So I'm going to say it definitely worked. If that's the reason you're thinking on getting a body lift for one of these kind of trucks, I would say do it, and it'll probably fix your problem on the rubbing. If you guys have any more questions on anything about the body lift, please drop a comment down below and I'll be more than happy to answer you and hopefully help out your problem you're having. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. Like I said, it's pretty simple. I basically showed you how to do everything without actually doing it, explaining to y'all. I think I explained it pretty well. Like I said, if I didn't, drop a comment down below. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to drop a like if you haven't already, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.